I'm Steve and welcome back to Life in the First Lane. On this video I'm going to be taking you around my Mark III Mazda MX-5. As you know, I am planning on using this car as my daily drive, and I'll be getting rid of the current workhorse, and I'll show you around the Volvo as well. The aim of this video is to show you the space, what I like, what I dislike about using the Mazda so far, and I've only had the Mazda for a couple of months, so I'm still getting used to it myself. So it's going to be quite an interesting video. So stick with me, and let's get into it, shall we? So this is my 56 plate Mazda Mark III MX-5. Now, I adore driving this car. I really do love it. The few little issues with it that I have got is more to do with the interior. Well, if you look at it though, it's a really gorgeous car. The few little scratches and stuff like that, but what you expect for a car of its age. The roof's a little bit mouldy, but I'm going to take this in now and I'm going to get it deep cleaned and protected and stuff, get it a little bit ready for all the bad weather that's coming in, etc. But other than that, the car is in really good condition. The wheels need a bit of a clean, etc. But let's get inside it, shall we? Okay, one of the things you can see is that I'm 5'10", 16 stone. I'm quite comfortable in the car. There's not much leg space movement. My legs when I'm driving comfortably is up against like the cup holder and the speaker, but to be honest, I'm in a good driving position. I quite like that. The steering wheel's good distance from me, you know. The handbrakes and the gear stick's quite easy accessible, you know. I've still got the original stereo in, so that's getting changed. That's one of the changes I want to make to the car. I want to get the Bluetooth sat-nav unit put in there. If I want to use Bluetooth at the moment, I have got one of these, and that plugs into the cigarette lighter there, and it connects to it, and it comes through one of the radio stations. It doesn't make the call quality particularly great. If you look down, you can see I've got all the heating systems. I've even got heated leather seats in this car. Now, for a 56 plate soft top, that's really good. I like that. One of the criticisms I've got of the car is that it's got quite it's got quite a lot of cubbies, but they're in the wrong places. You know, the cup holders here. If I put a cup there and I try to change gear, I'm hitting the cup. So I've got 4 cup holders in the car, and there's only really 2 that are accessible. So if I move this bottle of water out of the passenger side and put it in the driver's side, it's there, so it's nice and easy, but it's around the door handle to get it. If I put that there, I'll show you what I mean about the gear stick. You know, see, I'm in the way of the gears. And that's the same when I've got the travel mugs. The glove box, it's a nice decent sized glove box. It's just locked at the moment. 2 seconds. Okay, so there's the glove box. So it's a decent sized glove box, you know, for a car this size. And then I've also got this little cubby here at the back there, so that holds stuff as well. It's a decent size. The new Mazdas haven't got all of this in it, all the space. But like I say, I think a bit more of a design. Maybe have your cup holders back here, so you're out of the way of the gear stick. But like I say, the only things I'm going to really change in the car is the head unit. I've put like a magnetic phone holder, so my phone sits there, so I can use the sat nav and stuff like that. Yeah. If you're going to use one of these as a daily drive, I'd really consider thinking about what you're going to be using for space and stuff like that inside the car. Ultimately, it's quite comfortable in here. You know, I don't have any issues. The heating and everything works. I've used it a couple of times as a daily drive, but yeah, my other car, which is the Volvo, that'll be going soon, and this will become my primary car. Let's go and have a look in the boot. So as you can see from the boot, I've got my work stuff in here. I've got 2 jackets. I've got my little cap that goes over the top of the car here. That's going to be for the winter, etc. So yeah, I've got my work stuff here in the car. It's not a lot of space, but we went away for it in a long weekend and we got quite a lot in there. We got 2 Rolana's bags, we got my bag, we got some wine, etc. in it. The only problem for me is the hatch to get in the boot is a little bit small, so you sort of struggle getting suitcases in, but once you get it in, you get it angled, you get quite a lot of space there. It does drop down quite a bit, so yeah, you get quite a bit of space in that as well. Other than that, yeah, it's a nice little car. It's about to go in and be valeted and cleaned, so I'm going to get it all polished, get the roof done, etc. And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what it looks like. Now, I've mentioned my other car being a Volvo, so this is the Volvo V40. Okay, so it's a 64 plate. It's done 90,000 miles. It's not let me down. The only issue I had with it, was when the battery ran out. The battery died, so I had to replace the battery. But because of that, it cost me quite, with it being a Volvo, it cost me about 200 quid for replacement battery. If you look in the boot in this one's huge. I get loads of stuff in this, so I think this is going to be the biggest problem that I've got swapping between the Mazda and the Volvo, will be the boot size. So this is inside the Volvo. As you can see, quite comfy. Got a bit more leg space in here, but not much. Got no cup holders down the side, etc. This is the D2. So the only problem with this is that it's got no built-in sat-nav, but it has got Bluetooth. So that does work quite well for me for work. This is my workhorse, so it's a little bit tired and dirty at the moment. But like I say, glove box, decent sized glove box. I've got the 2 cup holders down here. So they're, with it being an automatic, it doesn't matter that they're there because I'm not really changing gears, etc. Handbrakes on the other side, so I'm not hitting it with my leg. And then this slides back and forth as a nice little armrest and stuff like that. I've then got me little cubby with all my charging leads and sanitizer and my pens for work, etc. Lana's got quite a nice area for passengers there, nice and comfy. No heated seats in the Volvo, so that's one up for the Mazda. However, we have got a nice area in the back there. That armrest folds down from the 3rd seat, so you've got comfy area for the passengers, etc. Yeah, it's going to take a while to adjust driving the Mazda as me daily instead of the Volvo, but it's I'm really looking forward to it. So this is the 1.6 diesel. Like I say, I'm currently doing about 56 miles to the gallon. I'll probably get 25, 30 out of the Mazda. I am going to miss some of the mod cons in this. Like I say, the that comes in handy when I've got to make a phone call. I've got the media and the telephone in here, so I've got the Bluetooth, so I can play my Spotify, etc. The telephone comes through here. It's got a decent display up here, so I can see who's calling me and what's going on, etc. The heating works perfectly, so there's no issues with that. That's the little CD player. But like I say, this is all things I'm going to change in the Mazda anyway. So I don't think I'm losing much functionality. I have got electric windows in the Mazda and stuff like that, so I'm not going to be losing that. It's just the size and the space I think I'm going to miss, and the noise cancellation as well. It's a lot less noisy in here than it is in the Mazda, but that's because it's a soft top. So that plate is getting transferred over to the Mazda when the car goes, so I'm going to keep the private plate, etc. So yeah, that'll be going over here. So tell me if it's quite loud and rattly in here. Like I say, you get a few odd little rattles when you start off, but it seems to correct itself as you're going. It's other than that, it's actually quite a nice little drive, to be fair. You know, so you like I say, you get a bit of that wind noise, but I think I can get used to that because I'll have the radio on or Spotify on or something like that. So my plan for this channel is that I'll get a couple of GoPros, I'll have them set up around the cars, and when we're out and we're driving around and we're going on our day trips, etc., we'll get some footage, and yeah, and we'll show you what it's going to be like. Now don't forget, Dennis the Volvo will be going, okay, and I've got the Mazda. The Mazda's just known as the Mazda for now. We haven't got a name for him. And we've also got Teddy, which is the 1987 Mini Advantage. So he's a 1 litre car, almost as old as me. And yeah, it's a little bit more of a project than what we thought it was going to be. Now, I'll come back to you later throughout the day, and let you know what's going on. So I've just put the Mazda into ICC up in Cheshire Oaks. We're currently getting the Platinum cleaning kit, the package. He's going in for the roof to be deep cleaned and demold and protected. And while I was there, the bloke asked me would I want to put the polish through the headlights and bring the colour and the clearance back out on the headlights. He's charged me £5 extra for that. Now, I'll put the prices up here for you. Now, the idea is that you put your car in to be valeted and cleaned while you walk around Cheshire Oaks, and by the time you come back, it's done. However, I only live 2 minutes away from Cheshire Oaks, so I've just left them with the car all day, and said I'll pick it up later on this afternoon, etc. And it means that we can carry on doing what we're going to be doing. So me and Lana are going to go out now for the day, and then she'll drop me back off at Cheshire Oaks when I come to pick up the car. So I've just picked up the Mazda from having it cleaned. It's all nice and sparkly. Look, they've done a great job on the wheels. See, all the mould on the roof is a lot better. So I just need to keep up with that now. It has highlighted a few little scratches and stuff like that, and work on the bonnet that needs to be looked at. They've polished the headlamps for me now, so I'll be able to see at night. For £60, they've done a really, really good job. I'm really happy with it. See, like I say, all the mould on this side's all gone, or better than what it was. And then you've got the inside of the car, so they've put the leather protector on the seats. They've given it all a nice big deep clean. Yeah, it's lovely. They've given me a new air freshener. There you go. Yeah, they've done a great job. Massively impressed. So I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I hope it's going to give you an insight of what I'm going to be using the Mazda for on a daily basis back into to work and stuff like that. And I'm looking forward to really driving the car and getting a good chance to get to know the car and get to know its little nuances. Like I say, the cup holders in the center console and stuff like that, I can work around stuff. As you've seen on that last part of the video there is a few little blemishes in the bodywork, in the paintwork, and over time I'm sure I'll get that fixed. And I'm also looking at a hard top for it for the winter. So although I have got the cap, I'll have the hard top. So the soft top will go down, the hard top will go over the top of that, and yeah, it becomes a hard top then for the winter. These are all things that are just going through my mind at the moment of what I can do with this car, and I am looking forward to using it as a daily drive. Don't forget to like this video, okay? If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button so you subscribe to us, and hit the notification button as well so you get to know when all our new content comes out from the channel. I'm Steve, you've been watching Life in the First Lane, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye bye.